But it's interesting because America is really so youth-obsessed. I mean, how...
Oh.
And in the film, you show, you know, kind of that it is hard for a woman of your age to get the jobs.
It's beyond difficult. The only jobs really left now for women, unless they get friendly with people to do films, but the only jobs left are really commercials. I just thank God I made my yearly nut this year on a product called Girly, which is for dry vagina, and it's is it here yet? Well, anyone knows the heartbreak of dry vagina. I was perfect for it. Camels follow me home. 3 Jewish men are trying to rent my uterus instead of going to Miami. And there's... Thank God for these commercials. There's one called Zestra. Has that come here yet? It's like women's Viagra. Has that happened here yet? It's women's Viagra. And they had this big discussion with me. Should they make it in pill form? This is honest to God truth. It was in the newspapers. Pill form or cream, because they didn't know which would do better, and they finally decided, these idiots, will do it in cream, because if it's in pill form in a bar, a man can drop it in a woman's drink and she won't know it. But if you're in a bar and a guy goes, "So where you from?" I'm up for that commercial, too.
How old were you when you did become... You really were a blue coat, weren't you?
I was a blue coat, yeah, at the place you showed, which was next door to Heysham Nuclear Power Station. The thing is, I got sent there because I worked at a really good one in Yarmouth, Great Yarmouth, got sacked, which is another story, and then was sacked and then was sent to... We'll move on to that in a minute. But...
sent to this one?
Sent to that one as a sort of punishment. It was like you're going to Morecambe to do 6 months.
Because you have just...
You've just done something which...
What had you done?
Well, something that was considered cheeky in the 70s, but now is illegal.
Oh, what?
It wasn't. It was actually an incident where... It was my first attempt at stand-up comedy. And what happened was I'd always wanted to do stand-up comedy. I didn't have the guts to do it. I got very drunk. I had a go at doing it as a blue coat. My mate said to me, just copy all the other comedians at Pontins and steal their jokes and basically talk to the front row. So you're supposed to say, where are you from? They say Scotland. You say, who paid for your holiday? Where are you from? Wales. You make a noise like a sheep. Rubbish jokes, right? But I said, that's terrible. He said, don't worry, you're just padding. What you're doing is you're looking for comedy gold, which is, where are you from? They say Kent, and you say, what did you call me? Right? Now, at Pontins, this used to take the roof off, right? So I tried it, but I was very drunk. So I go on stage, and I say, where are you from? This bloke says Scotland. I can't remember the joke. I say hello. Then I said to where are you from? The guy says Wales. I black out and I go, hi. I panic. And then I say, anyone in from Kent? And this bloke shouts out, me. And I said, well, you're a... So I'm sent to Morecambe. I know people always end these things with, I swear to God, that's a true story. But that is verbatim how it works.
Before we do another thing, we loved you as the genie in Aladdin.
Oh, that was fun.
So we thought we might have our very own genie on the show tonight. Yeah. So is there anyone in the audience who fancies a go at being a genie? Oh, look at them, they do. OK, try you. What's your name?
Ewan.
Sorry, what?
Ewan. His name is Ewan. Ewan, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
No worries. Great to hear you that time, mate.
He's quite frightening.
I know. Don't piss off Ewan.
Okay, so Ewan, think of a magic word, right? Something, you know, it's just you, magic word, and that camera 3 is going to do a kind of zoom crash on you. So when I say go, and you'll just do your magic word. Okay, so Ewan, go.
Hi, Graham.
Wow. How, Graham? I feel like we're in the middle of a telethon right now. Ewan has learned to say hi, Graham, thanks to your dollars. Please help. He'll learn another phrase by the end of the show. Yes.
Should we try another boy? Actually, you're wearing blue already. Let's try you. Yeah? Okay. So into that camera, your magic word. What's your name?
Nick.
Gnick. Okay.
A friend of Ewan.
Okay. Number 3, and go.
Alakazam.
Wow.
It was almost too good.
It was a bit like, you're very good at that.
Yeah.
Alakazam. Time to dance now. I'm gonna dance with Ewan and Gnick. On Alakazam. Jazz hands, jazz paws. Way to go, Gnick.
Gnick, go. Okay, go. Follow the man away. There you go, Gnick. There you go. So I'm just going to get my genie to help me. Okay, hang on.
Oh, yes.
Because I forgot all about poor creature. Okay, come on, Nick. Good, Nick. Good. Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Yay, Nick. Okay, Nick. You ready? I need a lovely, funky DJ console, please.
Alakazam.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Good work, Nick. Okay, I'll tell you what, Nick. You can come back into the studio. Come back to the studio. You can help us in this thing. Okay, there you go. Well done.
That was so great. Yeah, right. I mustn't be floating anymore. Thank you.
Okay, we go over here to the DJ booth. Right, here we go. It's the Robin and Graham Road show. Hello, sir. Oh, it's gloves. Okay, you go over there now. Well done. So there's a mic there. Now, Nick, well, I've got some music.
Nick, put a shout out right now. Nick, beer now for the blue people. Nick gonna keep it real. Get ready for an Alakazam. Alakazam!
Yeah! Very good. Now, I've got a mini jingles on it. So it's the Robin and Graham Road show. Can you do a jingle, a live jingle for us?
Welcome to the Robin and Graham radio show.
Nicely done. Very good.
Let's back with a big shout out from Nick.
Okay, let's start the show. So, good evening, Robin.
Good evening, Graham. Welcome back. Once again, we got some shout outs. I got one going out right now to Stephen Buck. He wants to shout out to Jess, who's a best friend, and he says, stop texting him. He's not interested.
Yay. You're listening to the Robin and Graham Road Show.
Alakazam!
No, you hit the jingle.
Welcome to the Robin and Graham radio show.
Yay. Where's Michelle Smith? Where's Michelle Smith?
Michelle Smith wants a shout out to Esther, best friend. That bloke you pulled. Don't worry about trying to remember his name. You can do so much better. Yo! Whoa!
Where's Marlon?
Marlon!
Oh, there he is. There's Marlon.
Ready? We're going to say, we'd like to shout out to his friend Gregoire. Don't worry, girls love that you have got a third nipple. Woo!
Oh!
3 nipples. ABC, way to go! Show it! Show it!
Show it. Go on.
Show the nipple! Show it! Come on, little mutant boy! Wow! You don't have to! Oh, show the nipple!
Wait. Yeah, hang on. Yes.
First of all, I'm not a circus freak. Secondly, I will get my third nipple out on the condition that Robin Williams comes and touches it.
This better be a real nipple. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? Ready? Let's see. Oh, please let it be a nipple. I have a third ball, too. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Okay. Ow! Oh! Touch it. I did.
Oh, well done, Ron Williams. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. Well done.
Chicks really dig that.
I like that.
I like the fact that some girl's going, you've got another one. Play with my third nipple, girl. You've never had fun till you go third. Once you touch the third nipple, things get crazy. I get 2 nipples going, but when the third goes, The third nipple goes, and then my 4th penis jumps out. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank my guest tonight, the fantastic Mr. Robin Williams.
Simon! Go see Simon!
Williams!
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Kevin, obviously you're like not just a stand-up, you're like a stand-up superstar. You sell out arenas all over the world.
The best of our time. Right?
Yes.
That's the best of our time.
Nothing but thank you.
But what's nice to know is it wasn't always like that.
Oh, no.
Like,
No.
what was it? What did you perform at? You performed at a seafood festival?
I mean, which shit show you want to know about? Got tons of them.
It was only, I think they wanted, was it crab?
I had a crab fest.
Crab fest? What is that?
In the beginning of stand-up comedy, you're not performing in luxury, venues. Wherever they feel that they can build the stage and make money is where you're going. So there was a crab fest. We're gonna book some talent, some comedian talent. And I was like, all right, well, I'm available. And, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to tell a joke while people cracking crabs. It's not the best environment at all. I mean, literally, the frustration that comes from not being able to open a crab is serious. And if you're not funny at the same time, the stuff that you hear. I remember hearing a woman, an older lady who was like, she was cracking crabs. Because this is how you crack crabs. Looking at me and she's like cracking a crab. And I tell a joke and the joke doesn't work. And I remember this lady just going, oh no. And I don't think, I would much rather be booed. The disappointment that came from her voice and then, oh no. She said, baby, it was like, oh no, baby. As if I made a mistake with my choice of life. Like I'm not doing it wrong. I mean, look, the hardship that I went through has helped build me into the person I am today, where I can take so much. But I've been through it all. I was hit in the face with a buffalo wing. I performed at a...
Don't perform around food.
No. Come on. When we go to my shows now, there's no food alive. It was actually a male strip club that they shut down for comedy for the first half. So it was ladies in there, and it was just supposed to be us performing for these women that were riled up. First thing, I got on stage when they introduced me, and this lady was like, "Pull it out." I said, Hey, that's not me. I'm not here for that. I'm here to entertain. These are jokes. I know who's got kids. I start trying to merge into kid material. And there's one dude from the back. I just remember this dude from the back. He was like, "That's enough." And he just threw a buffalo wing at me. They landed, hit me in the cheek, a little bit of sauce, got like right here. Buffalo sauce is hot, so I assumed that it was a woman with a deep voice, so I was like, who threw it? Who threw it? Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm a man first. Don't disrespect me. He stood up. He was like, I did it. And I contemplated just taking my clothes off. I was like, that's the only way to get out.
I collect stuff from movies, some of the stuff, movies I've done, but really mainly Star Trek memorabilia, because I love Star Trek.
Such a nerd.
Have you never been in a Star Trek?
No, I've never been in a Star Trek, but I love the original series. So I have, I have the Gorn head from the original series from the episode Arena, where
I know.
I'm just nodding.
Oh, the Gorn head. The Gorn head.
I have
It's a Gorn hat.
That's like some of you
Anybody
in prison.
know
What the Gorn is? The Gorn from Star Trek?
We're going to give you the Gorn hat. Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you have any of the boulders? Do you have any of the boulders?
I don't have any of the light boulders made out of paper mache. No, but I have Spock's ears from. Yeah.
Oh, they actually, now they are. Yeah, they're
know
worth.
what that is,
Yeah, we know what they are. They're worth collecting. Yeah, very good. But on Bridesmaids, you did do a lot of kind of proper bonding on Bridesmaids, didn't you like party nights and stuff?
We did a pre.
There was a pre.
My co-writer Annie and I had the idea to get all the girls together, plus the script supervisor, wardrobe, just all like the women on the film to bond.
40.
There were a lot of people.
40 women.
Well, yeah.
It was pitched to me as research because initially there was a scene where we went to a gentleman's entertainment parlor.
A strip club.
Or a guy's strip
club.
Oh, a guy's strip club.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a party bus with a lot of alcohol.
We had like a lot of booze, weird poles, which I was always like, is that to hang on or dance?
Did it have the disco lights in the bus?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. And then we went to a strip club, and we watched the show.
They did vignettes.
They did vignettes.
Which there was like backdraft.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't that.
They would all come out and like. Fireman stuff, and then it was like everything had the same theme, and everything involved. It seemed like every number had a duster. Like everything had a long trench coat to the floor.
A lot of equipment.
But they did do. Do you remember the Matrix?
The Matrix one, yes.
There was somebody was playing Neo, wonderfully. And, there was a lot of long trenches and guys in suits, and everybody had these very cheap glasses on. But I couldn't figure out, one guy had a huge, thick rope around his waist, and I was like, I have not seen The Matrix in a while. I couldn't figure out, do you remember? Yes. We were all like, what's the rope about? I don't remember a rope in The Matrix. And they're like doing these synchronized dancing, and it's like all this clothes is coming off, and we're like, put it on! And it went on and on. I'm still like, I don't get what the rope is about. And then the big move comes where, the bullets come, and he does like the back bend. Clearly, this professional dancer could not do a back bend. So the big move was like, all of a sudden, it's like, ooh, and somebody off stage is clearly holding the rope. And then not like a dancing, he held this guy up as he was like, go! That was like a stand-up moment.
A lot of themes.
A lot of themes, guys.
Yeah. And now, Saturday Night Live also was a big bonding thing. Now, because Kristen, did you know Leslie and Kate?
We met. I think we met when I hosted. Oh no, we did a movie together.
Then we worked together after I met
After that, okay, yeah.
Okay, but now you guys are still in Saturday Night Live, which most people I'm sure know, but it's a big comedy sketch show in America. But how long we worked together for? How many years now?
It's been 2. After one, right? It's been 3?
Maybe 3.
It's been 3. After the first year, Leslie, and my name is Kate McKinnon, and she, I know that, but she came up to me and she said, after a year of knowing me, you all right, Kate Middleton?
And were you joking?
No, I was not. And I was like, McKenna, I was like, well, who's Middleton then? She was like, a princess, bitch. I like that name. I like Kate Middleton. I think she's awesome.
Oh.
Her hair is awesome.
And Kate, you did some great characters on Saturday Night Live. You're Justin Bieber. Your Justin Bieber is spookily accurate.
Thank you so much.
Look at that.
Incredible.
Like, that is incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you've done it in front of him, haven't you?
I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
Have not breached
the
wall yet. I met him before, because he hosted SNL once, and then that was before I started doing an impression of him. But I was so struck by how, this was before he got really beefy for those Calvin Klein ads, and now he looks like, a big beefcake. But he was very delicate and very tender, beautiful, just such a beautiful face, and such a big, big hat, and such big clothes, and just the most beautiful, and I'm a huge fan of his, and I love it.
Now, you have a special way of preparing the face, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, you want to look as though you've done something wrong, but like,
friends with the Obamas. You were at the famous last kind of White House party.
I was there. It was scary. It was sad. It was daunting. I remember, like, I just remember, like, hanging out and, like, first of all, every black person was there. Like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah. It's like I died and went to black heaven. I remember at one point of the night, I was like with Michelle Obama, and she was like kind of sad. And she's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I was like, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You know, Housewives of Atlanta, you know, something. You'll get on something, and you will be fine. And she looks at me and she goes, I was talking about the country. I've never felt so stupid in my life. When you go with all your jokes, you hope that there's different references that they won't get, and some things are very British-centric. And I didn't know that if they knew. I have a joke about, well, it involves the words hanky-panky.
What is it?
I can't do the whole joke.
Why not?
Because it's on my new TV show.
I'm doing one of our songs from our album.
Oh, OK. Yeah. OK.
I like the fact that you checked with me whether hanky-panky was all right. That was really nice.
I was just being respectful.
You looked at me and said, it's because the word hanky-panky. So I might be offended by it.
But what did the joke... Is it funny on the joke? Do you want me to do the joke? It's just a silly joke. It's a joke about words that come with another word. So there's, like, chit-chat or chat. So what's the difference between chat and chit-chat? Why? People say, do you want to have a chat, or we just had a chat? We had a bit of chit-chat, but it's pretty much the same thing. The difference, of course, is chit. But people never have a chit. They never go, would you like a chit? No, I don't have time for a chat. Could we have a little chit? Or I could probably have a chit-chat. So I gathered all these words up, like willy-nilly, nitty-gritty. You get to the nitty, you do sometimes get to the gritty, not the nitty. Hurly-burly, dilly-dally, wishy-washy, argy-bargy, fuddy-duddy, and hodgepodge. But my favourite is hanky-panky, because, well, everybody hopes. I can only speak as a man, but men tend to hope for hanky-panky on a daily basis. But often we must make do with hanky. That's pretty much it. Sometimes we get to the end of the day, and it looks like panky's on the cards. And you think, oh, I didn't think panky was happening today. And we're like, I'm not sure I can do panky because I went hanky early doors. But if you can refrain from hanky, there's a good chance of rumpy-pumpy. I didn't know whether they had the phrase hanky-panky in Australia. So I said to my tour manager, who is the sweetest, smallest Maltese man? He's a tiny, sweet...
Malteser.
Malteser. With a bald head, so like you've eaten the top off. And I said, his name's Grazia. I said, Graz, can you go and find out if they know the phrase hanky-panky here? Because I don't want to do this joke and everyone just stares at me. So he went over to the largest Australian security man I've ever seen. He's just standing like that. And he just went, excuse me, are you familiar with the phrase hanky-panky? And he was just like, you better get away from me, sir.
Yeah.
That's a great joke. And were they familiar with it?
Yes, it went very well.
Tell me about the fact. OK, it's not funny, but I'm interested in what your opinion is, because you can be underwhelmed, you can be overwhelmed.
Right.
But you're never just
whelmed,
are you?
I spoke about this 2 days. Not you and me. I spoke about this this 2 days ago.
Whelmed. You're right. Like you can be dishevelled, but never shevelled.
Or ruthless, but not. You never say, God, he's got a lot of ruth.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Good point.
Wow. I feel like
there are other words that always go with, like torrential will always go with rain.
Yes.
People tend not to say... My favourite is akimbo. You can only have legs. Can you have arms akimbo?
Akimbo,
I thought
sure.
it was just legs akimbo.
I think that's...
Have you seen her dance?
You're right, the whelmed. This is a good thought.
If I ever went solo, that would be my name.
Whelmed.
No legs akimbo.
It's a
lovely way of using social media as a tribute to your partner, Jane.
Yeah. I just, yeah.
I like your in the bar faces that you do.
I do in the bar faces, but then I also get pictures where if we're out or something, I sort of like lag behind and get Jane by herself with no one on, and I take a picture of her and I tweet Jane with all her friends.
Yeah. So,
this is always a
like, imagine. So I don't know how funny Jane finds these, but they are funny.
Fine.
So here's one you tweeted of Jane. Jane thought she'd made a new friend, but it was just a shadow. Which is the next one? Oh, this is exactly what you're describing. Jane thinking about making new friends.
I went, Jane, look at those crows.
But does she not know you're doing it? Does she not think, where is he? Where is he?
She sees the tweet.
This one is, Jane is looking so happy because her new friend hasn't walked away yet. And then, like...
Does she ever, when she's posing for one of these pictures, does she go, is this one of those pictures where you're going to make me look like I have no friends?
No. I'm so convincing.
But also, there had to be a few words at home after you posted this one. Just found this photo of Jane when she was little. There had to be a gift. You must have given her a gift after that.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's what being in a relationship for 30 years does.
Is it true, and this seems unlikely, that you own a single piece of every bit of memorabilia that they produced for Lord of the Rings?
Oh, well, that's half true. So I've got a few things from the actual film. So I have the ring, I have Sting, I have a map from Bilbo's study or the living room in Bag End. And I just recently, because I went back and did the final bit on The Hobbit, and they gave me the book that Bilbo writes in. He writes The Hobbit, there and back again, A Hobbit's Tale, and then I finish it as Lord of the Rings. They gave me that red volume, which is beautiful.
The actual prop?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And on my last day in Hobbiton, it was pretty magical. I know, it was amazing.
Hobbiton.
But then
in Hobbiton.
I know.
Well, this is set!
This is all right. It's a real... So listen, it's a real place. They've actually...
No, it's not!
Graham.
Let him have his dreams! Don't you screw up his dreams! His feet are big too. Let him dream!
So they've actually built it. We built it for Lord of the Rings. We took all of the facades away, and then it's since been a tourist attraction. And now it's been rebuilt for The Hobbit, but with sustainable materials, with real wood, so it'll always be there.
Whoa.
So from now on, you'll actually get to see Hobbiton and visit it as a real place.
And will people... Well, will you be able to stay there?
You can't stay there, no.
You can't... Oh.
But they are turning the Green Dragon pub into a visitor center.
Surely. Oh, you wonderful people coming in. Where's my bedroom? This way, sir. Here's the jacuzzi. Just there we go. Let's get it going, Bobby. Wow. Hobbiton. That would be wonderful. I'm sure people go, yes, we're going to Hobbiton for Christmas.
I turned 19 when we first went to Hobbiton. And I'm 30 now. I was talking to Pete when we were there on my last day. I said, you realize that I had my 19th birthday in Hobbiton? Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Wow. That
puts things into perspective.
Wow. Not many people can say that. I had my birthday party in Hobbiton. I was circumcised at Disneyland.
What happened? Because no one could have known that it was going to take off and become a real place. Yeah.
Stop it.
It's like a real place.
It's a whole tourist industry based on that.
Good luck getting into New Zealand, asshole.
I know. What should they show this?
No. I was going, oh, look, it's him. It's Graham Norton. Come on, Graham, good luck on you.
Yeah. He's a Hobbit denier.
He doesn't believe in Hobbit. Bastard.
This is based on your life. I mean, this is things...
Yeah, but... I mean... loosely, Graham.
No, but things like, isn't the washing machine, that happened to you?
What?
The washing, you were very hungover.
Oh. Yeah.
Tell Jodie Foster that story.
All their stories are really cool, though, Graham. When I was teaching, which is what this show is based on, I went home one weekend, and I was in my 30s. I was probably 33 years of age. I went home to see my mother, and then I went back, and while I was at home, my mother did my washing for me, because I was only 33. And then I went back, and on the Sunday night, I got really drunk, and then I went for a curry, and then the next day I went into school. I went into school, and it was a school in Slough, and it was quite a rough school, but they had a really brilliant hearing-impaired department, so there were hearing-impaired kids who, you know, struggled. They were really looked after in the school. Anyway, I was really hungover. I went there, and about break time, I felt really uncomfortable. I thought, something's not right, you know? So I went to the toilet, and I pulled my trousers down, and some of my mother's knickers had got mixed up in the wash she'd done, and I was wearing my mother's underwear. And I went, oh, God, no. Oh, I remember going, oh, you loser, this is such a low point, you fucking loser. And then the curry and the booze kicked in from the night before. So I did like a fecal Jackson Pollock. And I started going, oh, God, not this as well. Oh, Jesus. So I cleaned myself up and I pulled my mother's pants back up. And I went back into the classroom and I saw one of the hearing-impaired kids just looking at me like this. And that's when I remembered that I had a microphone directly...
I think a lot of parents would, you know, encourage their children's kind of high aspirations.
Yes.
But like you told your mom...
When I was a kid, before I wanted to be a comedian, my dream was to be the President of the United States. It's the only real job I ever wanted, okay? Only time I wanted an office. I wanted to be the President of the United States. And I told my mother, and she's like, you better not, you'll get shot. From then on, I never tried to be good in school at all. I can't be president, what's the point? Evidently, Obama's mother did not say that. She had a different message.
And as a comic, obviously, like, George Bush is like a gift to comedians worldwide. So what's it like now?
George, look at he's the gift that keeps giving.
So what's it like
you know he's got something to do with this oil spill, right? I know he's not the president, but watch, when we really get under all of this, we're gonna find JB initials on a cufflink down there.
He was the one working the rig the night all the red lights were going out. I don't understand, man.
Can you do jokes about Obama?
It's weird, because he's just so damn cool. It's not people go, oh, you can't tell jokes because he's black. No. He's just too cool. It's like doing jokes about Brad Pitt. What can you say about Brad Pitt? Ah, yeah, ha, your wife is hot.
Weird things about aging that I didn't realize.
Look, it's very hard if you were attractive. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have to worry. But you are going to have to worry. I have friends, and I'm not going to name names, Goldie Hawn. That can't take getting older, you know? And she'll say, would you believe I have a grown-up daughter? And you're going to go, yes, no question. It's very hard for a woman to get older.
Yeah.
And older men, because I always faked orgasm, and now these old guys, you know, if you moan and groan in the wrong ear, they don't hear it. It's such a waste. So, it's hard getting older. Melissa, my daughter, are you single?
Yeah.
We'll talk. She just broke up with the porn king of America. He owns Vivid. Oh, you know.
No.
We went to the porn awards, They have a red carpet, I'm not lying to you, on the Porn Awards. It's shaved, but it's a red
It's a sofa full of hosts.
Yes.
Because, Mr. Crystal, was it 9 times you've hosted the Oscars?
I've been accused of that, yeah.
I've read where, as you travel the world, kind of that's what you recognise even more than the movies you've been in.
A lot of times, yeah, they'll call me Oscar. They actually will call me Oscar. I have to stand like this.
Because, Hugh, you've done it once.
Once, yeah.
But can you enjoy it, or is the whole evening just spent, oh, my God?
Yeah, you know, the worst thing about, I don't know if you found this, when I went for my first production meeting, they said, great, Hugh, we're very excited, and they gave me a one-sheet page to talk about the show. It had segment 1, Hugh Jackman, opening, 7/8 minutes, question mark. Commercial break 1. Segment 2, I'm like, OK, can we just stop there for a second? What do I do in the 7-8 minutes? Don't worry, it's up to you. And I was like, OK, I'm not Billy Crystal, right? That's what I... And when I'd sort of sorted out the first 7-8 minutes, then I kind of enjoyed it. And
It's daunting when you walk out and you see... This is a great audience, but imagine that it's all gigantic movie stars with big heads.
Right.
Because they all have big heads. They have Meryl Streep, gigantic head. Jack Nicholson, all head. Everyone's got huge heads. They do.
But I have to say, you are on the couch with kind of Nerd Central. What? Well, no, I'm not in a... No.
Well, yeah.
Tina, you've talked about... But you do a lot of material about growing up a nerd, but you really were a nerd.
Yeah. No, I really was, yeah.
And we've got photographic evidence.
There you go. This will prove it.
Whoa.
How did... I would say that haircut was done by folding my face in half. Worst haircut of all time. The guy from Spinal Tap.
Who did it?
My mom used to take me to a haircutting school because you could get like literally a $2 haircut. And yeah, that.
You were the guinea pig.
And the sign outside the school said London, Paris, Upper Darby.
And you've talked about your late blossoming, your sort of sexual awakening.
Thank you for bringing that up. I was wanting to make sure everyone knew. I was a late starter, and yeah, for sure. I probably didn't see a penis until I was at least 20, and that was probably a medical journal. So to see like a healthy penis well into my late 20s. No, it's not modeled. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh. It's still horrible looking.
But you this is so weird to be talking to someone.
Yeah.
You did develop
look at my body language.
You did develop physically quite early.
Again, thank you. Yeah, no, I think because you must have read this in Bossy Pants.
Yeah.
I did. I was, wearing... Bless my heart. That haircut and like a bra. I remember my mom taking me to JCPenney and trying a bra on over my clothes in the middle of JCPenney. And just being like, no, mommy, no. Like, no. It's like there's no turning back. Yeah, so I was probably like 10. 10? Literally at the same time, like 1980, the same time that Kurt was scaring men in the streets of St. Louis, I was like, now smash cut to a JCPenney in Philadelphia. No, mommy, no.
Talking about Aladdin and the genie, you must be, like, animators must just love... Because even in that film, what did you do, 56 voices as Aladdin's genie?
Yeah, it was fun to do voices that you'd never hear in a cartoon, like Jack Nicholson. The idea of him being in a cartoon is like, maybe a little wrong for the kiddies. You know? It was fun because the first day we did it, I said, "Do you mind if I try something?" And they went, "Oh, fine." And then by the end, they had 23 hours of material to choose from. And even the great thing about it was to even make fun of Disney's own marketing stuff, like the idea of them selling everything. And that was the first time they even made fun of themselves, which was kind of great.
And did you feel like Disney were interfering, or they just let you go?
Oh, I think they let me go because after a while they realized, this certainly works well.
Maybe!
And then after that, it was like this kind of tradition of hiring comedians to be in cartoons, which is great, because they come and they riff like crazy. And the great thing is when I see you give them a voice and then they draw it, and then the animators go from what you gave them and go even further, which is wonderful.
And can you look at a cartoon and come up with a voice?
Well, like with Happy Feet, I got to be, like, I played 2 different characters. Initially 3, but then they were worried that the one voice sounded too familiar. But when I got to play an Argentinian penguin, is to play the little machismo penguin, you know, the guys, the Argentinian guys are going, what do you know you want it? What are you looking at? You know you want it. Look at it. Don't be afraid of the flippers. I love you. I brought you some pebbles. There's some bling, baby. You want some bling? You know you do. Yes, you're hot, and you know I got a beak that'll make you feel so good. And then you had, like, all the crazier ones, you know?
Now, talking of penguins, because we like penguins, everyone likes penguins, there was a story this week, did you see it, about a penguin in a wildlife centre in Torquay, right? This is a little penguin, right? It was rejected by its mother, right? Which is very sad. Well done. Oh, look at you. Oh, don't cry. So it was rejected by its mother. So what do you do with a lonely little baby penguin? You buy it a friend. Now, I can't but help feel... they could have spent longer in the shop.
Yeah. You and the penguin's going,
Thanks a lot.
that's my friend. He doesn't do anything. He's been dead for 2 years.
No, but the amazing thing is it did work.
Really?
It worked. The little baby penguin was doing really, really well till it choked to death on a big Google eye. Because they're quite loose.
Do you remember the part when they actually, the Norwegian, I think the Norwegian ornithologists found out that about gay penguins? And they had 2 gay penguins who lived in the New York Zoo. And they were cohabitating for years, and they just, by the fact that they just kept bringing each other bling, like, I made this for you.
Is they really?
Really gay penguins, yeah. They gave
I know that really gay penguins. Not just gay penguins.
Ow! I'm swimming! Who's got fish? I got fish! Oh, God.